We like to check things out that are going on in the skies above us. This is Stories from the Sky.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane! Everybody strap in!
One of the things I like is anything that involves possibly expediting, which is a ding word, the process of getting on and off the plane. Right now, it's, they call your various groups, and that's supposed to help, but United Airlines is experimenting with a new boarding system, prioritizing window seats.
What?
Squeezing into a window seat on a full flight can feel like a game of human Tetris, they say. Mm-hmm. For travelers who dread this kind of situation with a window seat, or just wish they could get on the plane a little earlier, United Airlines has good news. Starting this month, on the 26th, United Airlines is going to implement a boarding process that puts window seat passengers in economy class on the plane ahead of their peers in the middle and aisle seats.
Doesn't that make sense?
A total sense. Absolutely right.
Get everybody tucked into that furthest seat, and then you don't have all the people standing
There's never
in the
been
aisle
anything like this.
Time.
Exactly.
Get everyone tucked in, and then let the middle people in, and then let the aisle people in.
Well,
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
It is going to be tried starting the 26th. They will assign passengers to 7 boarding groups. It will still use a pre-boarding system for certain customers like disabilities, unaccompanied minors, active duty military, and all those people you have to wait for as you're at the gate. First class and business passengers are going to follow them. But then, window, exit row seats, and non-revenue passengers will board, followed by middle and aisle seats. The last boarding group is reserved for basic economy on domestic flights, as well as those who don't have a boarding group on their pass, according to this statement put out by United.
Ren says
what a great
also
move. That's such a smart move and good on United.
Good on United. Yeah.
Ren also says back to front as well. So, the people by the window in the far back get on first, right?
I have to say this, though. The problem on some level also is overhead space.
Yeah.
And so the people get on first, sometimes they treat those overhead bins like they're storage lockers at public storage. They have all this. It's like, where did this stuff come from?
Right.
So oftentimes if you're last, even though you have an aisle, you may not get any overhead space. Anyway, it's a good idea, though, because it does expedite the process. So they have an acronym for it. Window Middle Aisle Boarding System is it's called WILMA. I don't understand what is the I and the hang on a second.
For window, W-I window.
Okay, no, WI is a window, and then what does the L stand for, Kim? It's WILMA. I don't get it, Albert. What is WILMA standing for?
I don't get it either, but you know what? I could have one thing to describe it.
There's never been anything like this.
Well, they have an acronym, but I don't understand how they got it. So anyway, that's that.
It sounds like a great idea. And like I said, good on United.
Yes, United Airlines. Fine. They seldom get a round of applause on this show, so we'll give it to them today. The middle seat was the toughest. Japan Airlines adds extra flight to carry heavy sumo wrestlers. Japan's flag carrier, which is Japan Airlines, had to make last-minute changes to deal with excess weight, not from baggage, but from a group of passengers who were sumo wrestlers and are sumo wrestlers. JAL realized that 2 of its planes were at risk of going over the weight limit, Kim. And they're carrying the wrestlers who were on their way to this big tournament for a sports festival. So they got to get these wrestlers to the sports festival, and yet they're too heavy. Yeah. What do you do?
Got to have a second plane.
Exactly.
Right?
Why are you yelling?
Yeah. 2 groups of the 27 total athletes were supported in such a way to allow them to take off on separate flights. And they weighed in at an average of 264 pounds each. The average passenger weighs in at 154, they say. Anyway, congratulations to JAL for they scrambled flights for these two flights to essentially transport all of those wrestlers. And finally,
imagine being the normal passenger, the non-sumo wrestler passenger boarding that aircraft. Oh no!
And you see all these sumos get on.
Yeah,
You're right.
In the middle seat, and you have to get to your window. Like, oh my gosh, this is going to be tough.
that is true. That would be
There's never been anything like this.
Okay. I'm laughing if you just joined us. Because
Sorry, John.
Somebody named
we
John.
love you, John. Yeah, John, you're
we do love him.
contributor
He's a
to the
regular,
show.
but he really doesn't want us to play that. Never been anything like it or anything else from Trump.
A complaint is not the way to make that happen on this show.
Well, also the way you complain when you please, isn't Trump again? How dare you? Whatever. I cower in fear from John, but not Albert. He leans into it. Amazon is going to begin delivering medications by drone. Yeah. Drop my Xanax on the back porch. Amazon pharmacy customers located in College Station, Texas, can now get certain prescriptions via drone delivery. Albert is standing at the big board with
imagine
more.
anything that would go wrong with this. No.
Yeah, what could possibly go
it looks
wrong?
pretty sci-fi, but Amazon is on the cutting edge of so many things, revolutionizing the way that we shop. And now they're attempting to do that for the way we get our medicine.
This morning, Amazon Pharmacy launching drone delivery of prescriptions in 60 minutes or less. The program, starting in College Station, Texas, and eventually expanding, gives residents access to over 500 medications, treating common conditions including flu, asthma, and pneumonia. Earlier this year, Walmart partnered with Alphabet's Wing to expand its drone delivery to the Dallas area, allowing residents to order groceries, household essentials, over-the-counter medicines, and more.
Customers
There's never been anything like
used
this.
to getting things so quickly that retail drones are just going to add to that speed to market. And this is one way that retailers are going to stay competitive and make sure that they don't attrition customers to their competitors.
Here's how it works. At checkout, an eligible Amazon Pharmacy customer can select free drone delivery. The pharmacist will fill the prescription and then it's loaded into the drone, which will make its drop at a delivery marker on the customer's property. The drones have AI-powered sense and avoid technology to navigate around people, pets, and power lines.
When the drone takes off, it's checking to make sure the flight path is clear. And then once it reaches the destination, then it looks down to make sure the area is clear and that it's safe to deliver the package.
As companies like Walmart,
Tell your little
Amazon, and
friends, the
Alphabet's
dreams
Wing
do come
develop
true.
retail drones, the prevalence is expected to increase over 200% in 2024.
Amazon leads the pack when it comes to delivery of product. So if Amazon is doing something innovative, you better believe that retailers are going to be in its wake trying to develop or at least take on that same technology in order to better serve their customers.
That is a really big deal. I mean, it's been talked about for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very big deal.
That's not fake. That's real.
No, exactly. And
the Inner Bay Area native in me is thinking of the creative ways that people are going to be getting all the drone items, intercepting with their own drones,
they're gonna jump on the drone once it's there. They're gonna throw a blanket over it. It's gonna be the level of harassment that those drones are going to experience will, I think, be very, very large. Is it that hard to go to the pharmacy? Well, I'll tell you, I went to the pharmacy the other day, if I can just share a personal story, and there might have been 50 people waiting for it. And I said, there's just no way. And in my pharmacy, it's hard to find parking. It's all just awful. Yeah. So I left a message for it to be delivered, and I'm still waiting. Days and days, like a week's gone by. So I got to go back. But the drone thing sounds great to me. My dogs have a dog door to my yard. They will be running around high on my pain meds. Yeah, if the animals break into the meds, you're in real trouble. So I assume that they contain it in some kind of a pill pack or something like that. But that is Stories from the Sky for today.
This has been Stories from the Sky. The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, and you are now free to move about the cabin.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.